Hello, everybody. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, in this video, I just want to share my knowledge. Not a lot, but I should share it because as we are people who have a little bit knowledge, but it's obligation for us to share the knowledge. And it's about the Quran. Yes, I have interested in understanding and studying the Quran, especially in the content. So not only how to read, but also how to understand it. As we know that in my country, in Indonesia, many people like to read Al-Qur'an like every day, or maybe in Wednesday at night for reading the Yasin, or maybe in tahlil and etc. But I'm personally I prefer to more tend to the content of the Quran, but I don't have a lot of the knowledge I use. So you can believe me or not, you can take my idea, and I want to introduce you about my Quran. I have a lot of Quran. I learned the Quran from the child at the first time I learned how to read and how to be fluently in reading, and then in about teen I start to memorize the short surah, a couple of surah, and also when I was in the university I tried to memorize it. Yeah, I finished it, but now I'm interested to learn the translations of the Quran. But unfortunately, when I was in the US, yeah, about 2012, I was in Iowa. I didn't find a good Al-Qur'an. It's difficult for me to find like the Quran that I need, so I just use this kind of Quran. So it's actually there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh yeah, 15 with this. Yes, this is special Quran for memorize with 15 lines. So actually all of the Quran have same pages, but the Quran should have the Arabic content. So, but in the Western, a lot of Quran don't have the Arabic language, but so it's actually dropped. And I also use this kind of Quran. Also, sorry. Yeah, so this is translation word by word. This is very useful for me to learning the Arabic. Yeah, you can find like in actually alladina, orang-orang yang etc. But it is used in Indonesia. I can find this Quran special from my rector from my university in 2011 because of their gift for us to memorize the Quran. And now I want to learn this more. This is an English translation. It's actually still in word by word, but still it is also completed with English translation, but English is still not the first language. So there is I'm doing this from the right to the left, so sorry. from the right. Walakin arsalna, dan sesungguhnya jika kami mengirimkan rihan, angin, and etc. So the translation is, and if we send a wine from which they see the third turn yellow, behold, they become blah 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 blah, like this. So actually, I really want to have the Quran that translated with English word by word, but it's still not available. So this, I think, so this is my best Quran until now. So in this Quran we also have like the translation of English, and then translation per word in Indonesia, in bahasa Indonesia, translation per ayah, and then thesaurus, and also asbabun nuzul is mean the reason of coming of the Quran, and then panduan etika membaca Al-Quran is about the ethic or moral to read the Quran. So we have the attitude to read the Quran. It's not maybe how to read before. It's better to read after we take ablution and in a good manner, and etc. And then sejarah codification Al-Quran is about the history of the collection of the Quran. Hukum tajwid is about the like pronunciations, and index alphabet, and also index ray in the Quran. I like this. My last, this also have the asbabun nuzul like this, and with the pink color is the asbabun nuzul. So every Quran actually have the story. So asbabun nuzul is the story that is the reason for coming this the ayah in when Prophet Muhammad send the message to the Muslim, and sometimes we can use it for the reason, the logical reason, like what would happen if it this happened today, like this. So there are many kinds of the Quran but and sometimes also have like 18 lines per page, but I don't use it because it's different for people from Rasid. So in the Western, in English translation, it's many I found many Al-Quran with don't have the Arabic writing. So actually, according to Islamic expert, it's not the Quran. So the Quran should have the Arabic writing. So that's the real Quran. So for the translation is added as the addition for Arabic, yeah. But I found that happens means the Quran we don't have the Arabic in English. I doubt about it. I'm afraid that the translation is changeable, like the other kitab, or maybe like Injil or other, that it is easy to change. So I'm afraid about it, and then it's better for me, it's better for us. I hope